If you'll give me a moment of your time, I'd like to talk to y'all about the rap game real quick. Now, I know there's a lot of beefs going on and everything's kind of fuzzy between, Quavo and Chris Brown and Kanye and Drake and Kendrick and Cole. And we're all kind of confused about where we want to be in this great rap war. And the civil war amongst the fans is pumping. Now, some of y'all may not remember and some of y'all may not agree, but before this beef began, the big three used to be these three individuals because they each held a very different and specific position in the game. The soul, the heart, and the mind. Now, I know what you're thinking. That's horse shit because Cole isn't the mind. Kendrick is just as smart, if not smarter than Cole, and Drake has more than enough soul than both of them. Yeah, I'm sure that the fans are willing to say that any one of these dudes could fulfill any one of these spots. But hear me out for just like 10 seconds. When J. Cole originally came out, we considered him the mind of the rap game at the time. Not because he was the smartest rapper or because he got a degree from NYU, but simply because the music that he produced was so digestible to the general public that it made you think about what his subject matter was. Take, for example, a song like Crooked Smile. A very simple song, but it was a radio hit when it came out. It's just a simple song about J. Cole talking about whether or not he should fix his teeth. Because he's made it to this level of fame and success and accolades and accomplishment with a smile that's crooked thus far. So what's the point in changing it now? And it's not a super deep or super complicated idea. And the way he delivers it is very simple, but it's a radio hit talking about whether or not a guy should get cosmetics done on his teeth. The thinking that it's creating in the audience is, are you good enough as you are now as you matriculate through success? That's some thinking shit right there. Feel how you feel about Drake. Drake has been the heart, the soft one, the sweetheart, the guy who's always been the lover boy type since he came out. You don't do it for the man. Men never notice. You do it for yourself. You the fucking coldest. Intelligent too. Oh, you my sweetheart. I've always liked my women book and street smart. As long as they got a little class, like half days, and the confidence to overlook my past ways. Time heals all and heels hurt to walk in, but they go with the clutch that you carry your lip gloss in. And look, I really think nobody does it better. I love the way that you put it together. Those lyrics at the time were so attentive, and he was paying so much attention to the details of the woman. Some of the biggest Drake fans today are women. And I'm sure there are people that'll try to use that against him. And look, Drake's done some things in his most recent present that, makes him a little bit of an oddball or a very large oddball. But what I'm saying here is at the time when we were talking about the big three, he was the heart, the sensitive one, the one that cared. And I want to make it clear, that doesn't mean that any one of these guys couldn't fulfill any of the other positions. There's definitely songs where Kendrick's the heart, or Cole's the mind and the soul and the heart, or Drake's showing heart and mind on his own. That's not the point I'm making here. Kendrick's music has almost always focused on the black experience and black positivity through that experience. Songs like All Right, we're talking to the black experience during a time when we didn't know if things were going to be all right. I'm fucked up, homie, you fucked up, but if God got us, then we gonna be all right. Come on, man, that shit speaks to your spirit. These dudes walk down three very distinct paths. KOD is trying to tell you how drugs and alcohol abuse is ruining us, and we're influencing it into the children. Drake put an entire heart into his scalp, then made an entire album called Certified Lover Boy. The points are proving themselves. So you might be saying, okay, well, maybe you're right, but what is your point? And my point is this. As we go through this civil war as fans, in this great rap beef war about who is number one, we got to remember that each of these dudes are most proficient at something very specific that the others, even though they can do, did not focus their career around. So there really is no way to definitively find a number one. No amount of rap disses is gonna get us to a definitive winner. You got Drake fans calling Kendrick trash, and then you got Drake haters disrespecting everything that Drake does. You got Cole fans fighting for their lives against both. It's a mess, man. It's a fucking mess. And I hate to see it because all three of these dudes are talented. They're all flawed in different ways, but they make good music. We can't deny that all three of these dudes have made great music over the last decade plus of time that they've been in the game. So just listen to the fuck that you want to listen to. And, you know, if they make rap business, it's funny, but let's not take that shit too seriously. I respect Drake, I respect Cole, I respect Kendrick. If you don't, that's cool. I ain't saying you got to. I'm just saying that there was a big three for a reason. And no matter what we do, that is not going to change. So, in conclusion, just think about it. Heart, mind, soul. Have a good day.